Hi everyone, this is Nadia. I am an occult specialist that uses spiritual intelligence to empower entrepreneurs into a healthy, empowered money story to live a balanced life. And so many of you have been reaching out to me and asking me how I am during this whole stay-at-home thing. I'm actually doing okay, just quite busy with usual client work, Ramadan as well. So it's been quite a while since I've maybe done an update in terms of, I leave a little bit of time, but because I've been quite busy during the blessed month, so I just want to wish everybody that is currently fasting Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak, and hopefully everything is going well for you guys and you have sabr to be able to get through the day. On that note, with that said, today's round is going to be dreams don't work if you don't, or dreams only work if you do. That's probably a better way for me to look at things. Okay, so the major thing for me I find is that so many people want things to work. They want to invest in this, or they want this course, or they want this product, or my type of work is very spiritually based. So a lot of people are probably going to think that they'll take they'll grab this cleanse, they'll grab this ritual, they'll grab this bracelet, they'll do this, and then they have the cheek to complain about 2 months later, oh, it didn't work, oh, her stuff doesn't work. It's like, no, I know my work because it's worked on me, and that's why the reason I can sell my stuff is because everything that is probably in that store has already been dumped on me. So I am the guinea pig of my own self. I made my first sale on me, which is what I usually say to all entrepreneurs and business owners. The hardest sale that we always make is to ourselves in the mirror or in the video or in the camera or whatever it is, because if you're not making those sales towards yourself, you've got a problem. Lots of people don't want to work, they're lazy. The masses are lazy, which is exactly why they're in mass. Everything should be provided free. If you moan and scream with a socialist mentality, you get it because you're a victim. So what ends up happening is that hard work is actually discouraged. It's seen as there's something wrong with you. Back in the day, men took pride in maybe taking a wife or working hard. I understand for very many reasons, including feminism and other things in Western society, that it's just being bred out of a lot of people. There are many people who don't see the advantage of working hard anymore. If somebody can claim welfare and receive more money, or somebody can steal and receive more money, then, well, why would I waste my time working hard for anything? Because what's the point? It's all going to go to waste. The point is that many people lack work ethic, and if you have big dreams, which most people that I come across, if you have some level of ambition, you do have big dreams, you do want something for yourself. What ends up happening is that they're always constantly whining why it's not happened, and like I've started off and kicked off by saying, dreams don't work if you don't want to work. If you don't want to get up and you don't want to do anything, then you can't be complaining that, well, this person superseded me in this area, or they did a better job in this, or they've done this or that, or whatever you want to call it. You always have to remember that when you dream, you have to put the foundation underneath. The foundation is what's missing with very many people. The dream is big. I want this, I want that, I want this. So then what ends up happening is that they want to, sort of jump and grab that dream instead of building the steps to that dream. Most people don't want to build the steps because they find it boring. They don't want to do the heavy, hard emotional work inside because they find it boring. Oh, I just want to bypass it. I don't want to look at my emotions. I don't want to see what's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. I suppress my emotions. I shut them down. If you hear somebody say, I suppress my emotions, I shut them down, run away from them, because they're people that will never truly be able to understand your feelings and your emotions, because they don't even want to acknowledge the pain that's inside them. The only way you can receive empathy from somebody is if they are they've done their own work and they're willing to empathize, meaning that with all the dreams that they are currently building at present, there is a shard of compassion and a shard of empathy. Now, when it comes to dreams, many people can talk a good game, as they often do. Many people can say many things, but the proof is always in the pudding. The proof is progress in life and what you've achieved, to show with merit, might I add, that you've been successful at what it is. I also advise anybody watching this not to be obnoxious. I remember coming across something on Twitter once, and this guy, this is another round I'll cover, but there's this whole notion of men who are, you know, emotionally adolescents. They might be 30 something, but, you know, their mind is still like a 15-year-old. So they have to go out and prove that, well, they've put their money in real estate. Now they have a successful business. Now they have 3 6-figure businesses. Now they have 1 7-figure business. They have to keep telling people what they've done on a consistent basis, because guess what? They are not telling other people. They are simply reminding themselves. It's a scary thought, because when I think of dreams and I think of people that repeat things, when you repeat something, you're telling yourself. When you're bragging and you keep sort of, I have to keep telling people what I've done. It's because not only are you trying to convince other people, you're trying to convince yourself, because people who are successful within their own lane that they create don't need to say anything. It is evident. So how do we build on dreams? For anybody that's watching this and maybe thinking, what can I do when it comes to dreams? How do I build on it? The short answer is this. There is no magic. There is no ritual work. There is no energy work. There is no books. There is no courses. There is no nothing that can help you if you're lazy and you don't want to change. There's no amount of signing up with a personal trainer and thinking that you're magically going to get a strong, fit body, man or woman, if you don't want to show up for the class. You moan, bitch, and whine through all the way through. You eat trash when you come out, and furthermore, maybe you don't even show up to the class. The strange and sad part is that a lot of dreams, people have, like that saying, I guess there's a saying that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. People can start off very well with a dream. And then what happens is that the foundation underneath is rotten. And the foundation really comes from your emotions. Because as much as you can really self-actualize those emotions on the inside, this does not mean stoicism in terms of don't show emotion, don't do anything, because that's dangerous. You need to know when to reserve emotion. In other words, it's not that you don't show it, you're just reserved on it, as opposed to when you need to let it out of the gate. Because too much guardedness can also push people away. Too inviting, that also means that there is no boundary there. Dreams are very, very important, and I would constantly advise people, especially, obviously this is an entrepreneurial channel. If there's anybody who's not entrepreneurial that watch this, that's completely fine. I cover a lot of spiritual, esoteric, and occult and psychic advice on it as well, being that myself. Dreams are, they're interesting whenever I look at them, because, you know, some people think I have this massive dream I want to achieve, and then they go for the massive dream and they try and jump up to that dream. If they don't realize that, you know what you need to do, you just need to stack a few books and then hop on that, and stack a couple of books and hop on that. But most people find that boring, as I've said. They just want to quickly race to the top. And that race to the top is exactly what causes the crash and burn cycle, or the feast and famine cycle that most people talk about. It's constantly up, down, or as I like calling it, up dippy. It's just constantly like this. Now, you want the straight line, and you want a line that slowly moves upwards, because anything that you can take your time towards is going to build momentarily. If you see something move too quickly, build too fast, the speed that it's moving with can also go backwards. The velocity can turn, it can be reverse velocity as well. When you learn to build a brick wall over time, you give it longevity and it lasts, as opposed to we need all this done in one day and you're trying to rush things. Nature doesn't have a habit of rushing things. It's only human beings by the cabal who have been told to rush their timing. Nature is perfect, I always say that. And your dreams are never too late. Whatever you're doing, as long as you are doing one single step every single day to be able to move towards your dreams, that's what's gonna count. I mean, right over here, okay. It's difficult when I look at the video. I remember making this list quite a long time ago. It's in my house and I'm gonna read it out for you guys. Money rules of this house. Number 1, no complaining of lack. Lack equals lack. Number 2, be grateful for the money that you do have. Number 3, no whinging, it lowers your vibration. Number 4, there is always money, there is always enough money in this house. Number 5, money constantly flows in. Number 6, we don't spend money, we either invest or circulate it. And number 7, we read these rules each day. And I wrote this and it's in my front room, and any single person who's come in, they're like, oh, this is interesting. You know, I hung it underneath some spiritual Islamic hanging that I have. And every day I read them, and it's a constant reminder of being in wealth consciousness and going over and over things consistently. The biggest things that will push away your dreams is moaning, whining, whinging, complaining, because you're speaking that energy into the vibration all the time, and you're just going to see that manifest. And being lazy about what it is you want to do. People want to dream, I want to buy maybe, I don't know, $1 million house, or I'm just thinking I want to get married or whatever it is. But what's the concrete stuff you've actually done to get there? It doesn't have to be unicorn thinking, for goodness sake. Unicorns are real, just on a side note, FYI. I know they sound like these cute little mythical creatures, horse with a horn. They are actually real, they live on the 7th realm. I'll probably cover that in another video. But for now, I want to very quickly wrap up and say that make sure that all the dreams that you are dreaming, make sure you're putting the work underneath them to make them come true, because you do have the fortitude, the power and the capacity to make everything that you desire and you dream of come true. But always remember that dreams only work when you do. Okay, so like, comment, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments in the section, or if you guys have anything you'd like to message me, it's in the section below. support@thespartanite.com, or you can DM us through our social media channels. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, sometimes it's hard to say the word much because braces keep getting in the way. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope you have a good day ahead. Bye.